And good evening, welcome to the movie show. I'm Daniel.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Josh.
And what is it? Oh, we're doing a late review of the movie Tusk, written and directed by Kevin Smith, starring Justin Long, Michael Parks, Haley Joel Osment, Genesis Rodriguez, and then a whole plethora of other people. Which is a comedy horror, I guess, when Justin Long plays a character, a podcaster who goes...
There's nothing hilarious about this horror film.
Where Justin Long plays a podcaster who goes to Canada to interview a YouTube sensation, only to find out that his story has... I guess, what does it turn... I don't know, did it pan out? And so he ends up going on a journey of... Was it after he reads an ad in a bathroom about a man who's looking to tell his life story, and hilarity ensues after that.
There's nothing hilarious about this horror.
And so yeah.
Yep.
What did you guys think of this film overall?
I liked it. I thought it was very highly enjoyable. I've actually recommended it to a few people that I've spoken to at work.
Oh, okay. And Josh?
It's good, but I think I would change some things.
Okay. I don't know, like, I didn't think it was a bad movie, but also it really is funny how the story came from, like, I would call it like a fake Craigslist ad. And I don't know, it was pretty interesting how pretty much his imagination took that and ran with it. Because I didn't think it was a bad movie, but it wasn't like one of his best films. It was enjoyable, it was entertaining.
That was a pretty good movie. Obviously, I don't know. I think it's up there among his best films. Of course, Red State probably takes it for me, but I wouldn't call it like one of the lower 5 or anything.
Really? I don't know. I think he's made... Huh?
So are you not detained?
No, I think he's made better films. This one, I think... Because they said it was a horror film, or the trailers portrayed it as that, I expected more, like, horrific scenes, more terrifying things. If that even sense it. Yeah, they're all inside. Huh? No. I don't know why I'm talking to the microphone about that. But, I don't know. There was some jumpy scenes here and there, but as far as, like, horror, I didn't really... I don't know, like, I think we had talked about that too, like, we might be desensitized by all the other horror films we watched. Pretty
much.
I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to be scared or jumped, or have a little more jumps,
Yeah, well, we're not... I wasn't expecting that kind of film by this movie. I don't know. Apparently you were.
I don't know, like you said, it's just... I like horror films, but like comedies, they're hard to, I guess, make. You know what I mean? Like to find a really good one, it's very difficult. Because even then, it's like you look at the horror film list, and it's always like the same films, like Exorcist, Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween, Friday the 13th.
Those are the good ones. Because those are the good ones.
Yeah, but you think about it, like since like. Because, like, a lot of those movies came out, like, in the 70s and 80s. And obviously we're now in 2014, like, almost, like, 30 years. Probably a little bit more than that later. Almost 40 years, actually. For some of those films, you figured, like... I don't know, you've had Saw, you've had 28 Days Later, stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think there's really anything new out that's really, really killed it as far as originality. There's, like, Hostel, you know what I mean? I don't know, like I said, it's just...
I don't think those movies are scary in the same way, though. I don't even consider Hostel a scary movie, because it's just not...
It's more suspenseful.
Yeah, it's like a thriller, maybe, because you...
What? I said, how dare you, I was so scared by that movie. So I was like, I don't want to travel in Europe.
Eli Roth is happy.
Huh?
I said Eli Roth is happy.
What do you mean?
Hostel.
He's happy about Hostel?
Which one did he direct?
He directed Hostel?
Well, there you go.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he was. So. Sorry. Alright, we're back on pause. This phone call Salated phone call interrupted our recording. So anyways, we were talking about the horror films and the horror genre. But anyways, back to Tusk. I don't know. We all said it was entertaining in some way, and I was hoping for a little more of a horror film, but even then, I think Kevin Smith did a good job, and obviously it's not the same type of... I don't know, he kind of started off at a Red State, but that wasn't like a terrifying film. But it's still a good film. I think he was just kind of building off of that, heading in a different direction. Still has comedy in it, but it's, more violence, more... Not even gore, I don't think. The funny part is movie's rated R, and there's like I didn't really find it to be gory, and I think he really should have went for that. It's like might as well if you're gonna be rated R and stuff. I don't know. But okay, so what did you guys think of as far as the acting?
I feel like they got a good group of people there. I don't really feel like anybody was disappointing. Not even weirdo fucking Haley Joel Osment, even though he's fucking old and fat now. Mm-hmm. Haley Joel Osment, the kid from The Sixth Sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think?
I thought the acting was good. I think I would have recasted the girlfriend there.
Well,
I don't really feel like she was in the movie enough to really make an impact on how I felt about her acting. I don't know. For what she was in it, she was fine. I don't know.
Well, the movie went by very quickly. It wasn't a long film. And I guess who would you have casted? Is somebody else in general, or was it just what was it about her that you're like, miscast her?
I feel like her crying was really good. I don't know.
It's funny.
To me, I think crying is the hardest emotion, and I wasn't feeling it. So to me, if you're a very convincing crier, I'm like, oh man, this is serious. No, not really, but I don't know, I like someone who actually looks like they know how to cry.
Well, the funny part is when we saw the scene of her crying, I thought at first it was an audition tape. So maybe she's practicing her for an actual an audition or something. Maybe she's supposed to play an actress.
Yeah, something like that.
And so that wasn't the case at all. It was actually supposed to be genuine, and I don't know. I kind of agree with it, but I also agree with Sherry too. She wasn't in the film long enough to really make this heavy impact.
That's not true. Half the movie, she was in half the movie.
But I don't think she had a lot of lines, though.
Doesn't matter. Thing is, though, even if you don't have a lot of speaking parts, make them good.
Well, yeah, it's true. But even that Haley Joel Osment, he didn't have a lot of speaking lines either.
Yeah, but I thought he did pretty good.
I think he was alright. I don't know. The cast wasn't bad at all. He got a good cast together, and it was quality people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the funny part is though, it's with Justin Long. Huh?
I think he was the best actor.
Well, he's just one of those actors.
He was the second best actor out of all of them. The first one was Michael Parks.
Well, I think.
I said, how dare you?
I think. Well, I was gonna say I wouldn't say there's a best actor because obviously there's three actors. Huh?
I said, prove me wrong, children.
Well, there's three actors in the film who really brought it. You know what I mean? But I was gonna say Justin Long is. It's funny because he's the kind of actor that you can pretty much just drop into any movie and he's gonna do something with his part. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I've noticed that it's he was in Jeepers Creepers. He was in comedies Waiting and Accepted. He was in this film. He was in Die Hard. You know what I mean? I don't think he always plays the same kind of part. Some of his,
of course, he doesn't play the same kind of part.
I think some of his mannerisms are kind of the same from part to part sometimes, depending on it. But
well, the thing is, I think he's a well-rounded actor. He can actually do dramas and all that because he's been in dramas.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I'm saying. I agree with that because I don't know. Really, it's if you get him in your movie, chances are
So I think Michael Parks is a has-been.
How dare you son of a bitch!
No, I was gonna say Justin Long though is if you get him in your
fighting words.
I was gonna say Justin Long though. I think if you get him in your film, it's he's always gonna do a good job.
So if I ever meet Michael Parks and he slaps me, I'll understand. I'll know why. I'll be like,
I already met him.
I didn't. Oh,
yeah.
When?
I don't think he was at the table with us at the Fright
He
Man.
was.
Were you?
Yes.
Yeah, I was, but I wasn't actually at the table. I was like standing back.
Well, then there you go. You didn't have the balls to go talk to Michael Parks, so you're not going to talk shit now that he's not here.
Even though
You
that
had
film wasn't
bullies
made.
in front of him so that he can defend.
You know, the film wasn't made yet.
Actually, no, they might have finished it.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, well, it was in May.
Well, I'm just saying, it wasn't that long ago.
No,
Josh is making it sound like it was, like, forever.
yeah, I think they actually finished Tusk last year. I think before that Frightmare weekend, or the Comic-Con, whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. The funny part is, I don't know, I don't think it's a spoiler at all. Like, really, I think the movie's been out for, like, about 2-3 weeks now. And the guy who played it, was it Guy Lapointe or whatever?
Mm-hmm, Guy Lapointe.
Well, it's pretty much Johnny Depp. I don't know if that's really a spoiler.
How dare you?
I guess you see it
How dare
on...
you spoil this film?
So what's his name? Lapointe?
Lapointe.
Lapointe?
French. Lapointe.
Lapointe?
Anyway.
He's an up-and-coming actor. So he's breaking it big in Canada.
But it was funny because I thought Johnny Depp being in the film was going to ruin it, but it actually wasn't. It was actually...
Why would he ruin it?
Huh?
Why would he being in it ruin it?
Because he ruins everything.
Pretty much. I'm like, what the hell?
It's like 21 Jump Street, everything. It's like, so no. No, it was... it was because his character was like really goofy, but his character is... I don't know, I just don't think he could really do a bad job. He really has to not try at all, I think, to really just do a bad job, because even then his character was really funny. And, I don't know. Like I said, I think, luckily enough, he popped into the film because when he's talking to Haley Joel Osment and that other girl who plays the girlfriend, I don't know, it's like you could clearly tell that they were trying not to laugh at times because of the stuff he was saying and his mannerisms. But yeah, I don't know, like I said, I just don't think there was a bad choice in any of the roles. I don't know, what did you guys think of the story? Like, I guess obviously that kind of goes with the movie, but was the story like strong enough to even make it into a movie?
It was okay. My problem was, though, is that it's not really a spoiler, but obviously you know what's going to happen. So, I don't know, to me, I think I would rather have it to where you didn't see Justin Long during the transformation until like the very end of the movie. Like I would have had it to where it was to where they don't, pretty much you don't see him until like Johnny Depp and then everyone else discovers him. I think that would have made the movie better.
I think in a way I could have kind of agree with it, because I think it made it a little more stronger, like the Jaws effect, But I don't know, even then after seeing him, it wasn't like terrifying. I was just like, well... And then also realistically after seeing him, I was like, well, this wasn't going to last very long, because technically he would have, I don't know. Once you see the movie, like, I don't think anybody's really going to look at it from like a medical perspective, like, oh, well, he's not going to be able to survive that or whatever. This movie is very much like sci-fi or whatever.
Because you're
What?
the one that doesn't do a fucking thing throughout the day.
So anyways, what else was I going to say? So, I guess any other thoughts on the film? I guess we kind of covered what we thought of the film and acting and so on, story. Obviously, I think Kevin Smith did a pretty good job on this. Mm-hmm. The funny part is, because of this film, even though it didn't make its money back so far at the box office, that, Clerks 3 already got greenlit? Like, it helped get the movie greenlit? So, yeah. Alright, so... Any other thoughts on the film, or?
No.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the film?
None. I don't know. I think my favorite parts were when Justin Long was at the, I don't know, because like, was it a convenience store or like a gas station? I thought those were like the best scenes of the entire movie. But.
I don't know if you were there or not. No, I was listening to a podcast where they were interviewing Kevin Smith, and he was saying that he was editing the film while they were obviously during the process of filming, and he was just like the scene where his daughter appears. She plays a convenience store clerk, and he was telling his wife, he's like, "Oh man, I guess I love these scenes. Like I don't know why. It's just something that sticks out to me." And she's like, "What is it?" He said, "Like he's like you're an idiot. It's a convenience store." It's like obviously it's his first film that he ever. So basically, it was a clerk scene. That's why he loved it so much. It's like, oh wow, this looks so great. It's like I don't know what it is, like, but yeah. The funny part is there was a lot of funny parts in the convenience store. Like even like Johnny Depp when he shows up, that scene where he's trying to figure out where Justin Long went and retrace the steps and stuff. That was funny. But yeah.
And he's like that joke that he said about the crossing.
Yeah, that was funny. And the funny part is too is how Kevin Smith's like a big Degrassi fan. So what's going on in Degrassi? You guys getting shot or what is it?
You guys still getting pregnant and getting shot at Degrassi?
That was funny. That was a good joke. But yeah. All right. So.
Funny part though is how he got sad and they're making fun of his mustache. Like, is that supposed to be me? Yeah. So you guys suck.
That was funny. But okay. So, Josh, can you list, like, I guess, like a top 5 Kevin Smith films or no?
No.
No, not at all? How about 3?
No, not really.
How about 2?
No, not really.
No, I was going to say, Sherry, you have any favorites?
My favorite is Red State.
I don't know, because I was going to say that I like Dogma, Chasing Amy. I still like Clerks. I think I've just seen it so many times. And then, what is it? Red State. That was a good one, too. And then I think Tusk. I think that'd be a good 5 right there. Because I didn't really want to include, like, Jersey Girl, like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Those are funny movies. They have funny parts, you know. Jersey Girl, obviously, is a little more serious, but... And then Clerks 2, and then Zack and Mary. But I don't know. I think those were like his better ones that he's made. I think especially Dogma. I think that one was like, and Chasing Amy. I think those were like his top tier like works or films. But yeah. All right. So, any closing thoughts on this film or this review? Anybody?
No.
Yeah, go see it.
Go see it.
I said it was good. It's just I would make a few changes to it.
Would you like to share those few changes, or you gonna leave everybody in suspense?
I already said my changes.
Oh, that's right. Was it with a girlfriend and?
Yeah, I changed the girlfriend, and then you know what? They should have made him into a homosexual. That would have made it 10 times better.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know. It changed things. You were like, whoa. Was not expecting that. And then, what?
I don't like how you were like, whoa, like, I don't know what that means.
Well, I don't know, because it would have been a surprise, because pretty much it opens up to the girlfriend, like, it's just Justin Long, like, moaning and stuff, and then the camera backs out a little.
Oh, okay. I was like...
But, I don't know. I would have changed that, and then, like I said, I would have shown the transformation, like, just at the end. Like, pretty much I would have had it to where, like, when like the scenes where what's his name, Michael Parks is talking to him, like I probably would have just shown like Justin Long's eyes, like just like I
don't know. I wonder if there was an alternate ending to this film, because like the way it kind of does, and then
I think the ending was that great.
Yeah, I think so too. But it's more like, what is it? Not, I don't know if it would be like a Twilight Zone episode, or you know what I mean? Because like the ending, that's what it kind of reminded me of. It was kind of like, whoever, you know. Like also, we've been watching that Hitchhiker show like off and on, so that's what it reminded me of. Like, because you can only imagine the guy coming out and be like, oh, like it's like whoever wanted fame and glory, and all he ended up was what is it? I forgot what it was. I don't know what I came up with, but obviously, like alone and you know, and lost, I guess. But anyways. It also reminded me of at the end where how Michael Parks was talking about, you know, man is like the worst animal or whatever, are the most dangerous animal. And reminds me of that Simpsons episode where Flanders is at the, what is it? The Alcoholics Anonymous. And it shows a scene where he had drank like whatever martini one night, and his wife was telling him like, oh, whoever called it. He's like, oh, whoever's just what is it, an old biddy or whatever. And then he starts crying like, I was more animal than man. That's what it reminded me of. But yeah, all right. So you can like and subscribe to us on iTunes under the Movie Trio podcast. We're also on Twitter at the Movie Trio, the Movie Trio at gmail.com, and also on YouTube, but we're under the Film Trio. But either way, each episode is labeled the Movie Trio podcast. So yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, comment.
Why are we the Film Trio?
I told you that every time. Like, it's because that was the original name that I had put up on YouTube. I just haven't changed it yet, so I was like, but every episode that I upload onto YouTube, it's titled the Movie Trio podcast. So, you know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, like, recommend, subscribe, comment, share, whatever. So yeah, and also all that info is located in each information box or each episode box, so you can check that out as well if you need to refer to it. So alright, so for the review of the movie Tusk and the Movie Trio, I am Daniel.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Josh.
So, closing lines, or what are you gonna do with the walrus thing?
I don't know, guy.
You're gonna do the Degrassi joke again. Huh?
Why did I do it again? We did it once. No, I got it. So he did not do anything sexy to the body.
That's a good one. Alright, get on there, man.